Listen to this lady share her experience. She went on a date with a Jamaican man, her first date since 2019, and he ended up dismissing her. Watch it to the end. Share your thoughts in the comment section below.
I just got dismissed from a date. You know, this doesn't feel good at all. I was a little down on myself at first, but then I thought about it. I was like, what the heck? So this really attractive guy named Ed approached me on Friday or Saturday, I don't remember. And, you know, he's Jamaican, good looking guy, tall, cute. So we were talking on the train since we were both going the same way. Conversation was a little bit weird on the train, but he was very charismatic. He made me feel comfortable, and so I agreed to exchange numbers with him. So we exchanged numbers, and he wanted me to meet him in the city, right across the street from Bryant Park at 7 p.m. today. So we kept in touch, let him know that I was on my way, but at around like 6 o'clock, I knew I was gonna be a little late because I was driving. So I told him, I said, hey, I'm running a little bit behind, but I'm on my way to you. So I was making good timing. I actually thought I was gonna make it before time, but right when I got to Midtown, the traffic was absolutely insane. So I text him and I'm like, hey, I'm on my way to you, but traffic is absolutely crazy. And I have to find parking, so I don't think I'm gonna get to you till about 7:15. So he asked me if I was driving Uber, and I told him I was driving. Found a spot though, paid for it, and dashed over to that place. When I get over there, his back is facing me. So I'm like, hey Ed, how are you? And he ignores me, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, hey Ed, how are you doing? And he's eating. He's like, he takes another bite. He takes another bite now instead of saying something. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, he's probably pretty pissed. And he's like, I'm like, what? He was like, I'm waiting for something. What do you think I'm waiting for? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, what time are we supposed to meet? I was like, 7 o'clock. And he's like, what time is it now? I was like, oh, it's 7:23. And he was like, yeah, so you're not sorry that you're late? And I'm like, well, I didn't even get to that. I was, but I didn't want to start off the conversation by arguing, because that's not me. So I was like, I just closed my eyes for a split second, sat back, and I was like, oh, it's just, I was greeting you first. And I'm really sorry that I'm late. Traffic was really crazy, and I tried to get to you as soon as I could. And he's like, well, you decided to drive in Midtown during this rush hour, or whatever he was saying. And he was like, that's foolish, or that's something of you. And I'm like, I didn't know. This is my first time driving into Midtown at this time. He just gave me this nastiest attitude. He was just icing me out the whole time. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, he's really not feeling this. So I'm not going to waste my time, because I don't feel like I have anything to say. I kept in communication with him the whole entire time. I let him know that, hey, I'm supposed to be parking, all that stuff, whatever. I let him know what was going on, but he was icing me out real bad. And I'm not in the business of like trying to turn a situation like that. I don't care how cute you are. I think that was just the rudest thing ever. And so I was just like, hey, I have to attend to my parking, so I actually cannot stay that long. So I gotta go tend to it. And he looked at me with the most bitchiest look I've ever seen in my life, and he said, good night. I was like, oh, okay. So I just got up and pranced right back to my car, And on the way there, I was feeling like, or on the way to my car, I was feeling like, freak, like, how am I feeling, right? Because this is actually the first date I've been on since 2019. It's the first date I've been on since 2019. And, you know, guys don't approach me really. And lately, the guys that have been approaching me have been like club promoters and all that stuff. So it hasn't been like the best feeling lately, because I wanted to jump back into dating, but I was telling, you know, some people, I was like, man, I'm too scared. I don't know if I could handle all of this, you know. I got out of a very abusive marriage. It was very toxic. My friends that were my ex's friends were absolutely horrendous to me. That's a whole nother story for another day. So I was really apprehensive. And like when this happened, I was just like, at first I was like, dang, I suck, don't I? I didn't even say sorry. But I was like, I didn't even get a chance to, you know? I didn't even know if it was him when I was walking in to the place. So I had to greet him first. So at least let me get a greeting in. Iced me the fuck out. Iced me out, okay? It was so cold, so mean. I was like, hey, it is what it is. I had some time to sit in the car. And my timer's up now, so I'm just gonna head back to the abode and call it a night, you know. But I wanted to document this because I just want to know if I was wrong. I want to know if I was wrong if I didn't say sorry I'm late to somebody's back. I didn't even know if it was him. I didn't even get a chance to get a word out, and I was still very excited to see him. I had a smile on my face, everything. But you know, another one bites the dust. I guess this is how things go. But keep you guys updated if anything else happens. I'm pretty sure he blocked me, so I'm not talking about him. I'm just saying, just in general. But let me know if I was wrong.